mom is like some gay people that have already been married and they're still leaving like with limbo and have
but 2 games don't make it straight.
That's just like, okay, did they achieve much when they discriminated against people that were black or immigrants or whatever? No. But then they ended up learning and like agreeing and debating and figuring out how to agree upon it and not discriminate against each other with everything, and things are a lot better now. People aren't fighting, people aren't doing this, people aren't doing that. So if you were to discriminate against gay people, let them get married, I'm sure there wouldn't be so much conflict between gay and straight. I mean, there is conflict because they won't let them get married.
There's still conflict. There's still racist people.
Not as many though, is there? No.
Racist people, the funniest thing. Back to the game. All right, that's good.
Wait, what about questions by the audience?
Oh, questions.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Mr. Lovato.
I have a question for Jessica. When I was doing my speech on abortion, I was talking about how they put the kids up for adoption. You argued that the kids wouldn't be happy knowing that their parents let them alone. But in your argument, you said that if they adopt a kid, that they would be happy that they have a family. So what if that baby that they adopt or kid they adopted?
Okay, what I was saying is that for children that were put in adoption centers by their parents that didn't want them, they would be unhappy because their real parents didn't want them. But to be adopted by someone else, they would probably be happy because now they're not living in some freaking adoption center. They actually have a family even though it's not their
That's
real
not what
family.
you said. You said that the kid would go through life knowing that the parents didn't want them, even though they're living with another family.
Okay, but somebody else wants them.
Yeah, but that's not what you said. In your argument, you said they would be happy knowing that they have a family. But what if that kid that the gay couple adopted, their parents, their mom let them go because she didn't want to have them? You think they would be happy knowing that their mom didn't want them, but now they're in a gay family?
Okay, their mom didn't want them. Okay, yeah, they're unhappy about that. But wouldn't you admit that if you were in an adoption center, say for your whole life, by the time you were 13, you were adopted by a couple? Wouldn't you be pretty freaking happy that you finally have a family?
Yeah, but that's not what you said the first time.
Exactly. No.
Let's pick a side. Yes or no?
I'm throwing something at you.
Okay.
I'm not lying.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. One more question.
Okay.
Rick, do a
I just
tantrum.
want to say that I think that entire debate was opinionated
Yeah.
and well, no, I know, but it's just like for fact wise, women were discriminated against and they had to fight for that. Blacks were discriminated against and they had to fight for that. And now in a whole new time, gays are being discriminated against, and that's just a fact. So I don't, because I'm working there, but it's just that back then we were talking about like women, it'd be the same argument. So I don't see what the difference in gays have to be if women had to fight for that, blacks had to fight for that, and now gays are fighting for that. And then, well, my second thing, one more thing, and then also for you guys, you're talking about how a man and a man, like, raising a child, or at least children-wise, not like with marriage-wise, but I just wanted to say, like, what would you be implying is wrong with a child that is raised by a man and a man or a man?
Well, I was saying before that, like, being raised by two things that are masculine, but two guys are being...
No, I understand that. They just regulated. Hold on. Just real quick, because like I said, I don't want it to be opinionated. Like, they would be raised with different beliefs and different ways of communicating with people and doing things. So I just want to know what you were implying that is wrong. What would be wrong with the child that was raised by them?
Well, there's no fact to that. It's my opinion.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There's no fact to it. Go ahead, Ashley.
The Constitution states that the government has to protect your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. So if your pursuit of happiness is to be married to your same sex, why does the government just say you can't do that?
Well, what about that 10-year-old kid? His pursuit of happiness is about this.
Okay, well, that's wrong. That's wrong. wrong to let 10-year-olds have alcohol, then the sheriff is going to control that to help. But gay marriage doesn't have
The
anything
age.
to do with alcohol.
There you go, she just said it right now.
I'm
It's not
talking
that
about right.
anyone's health or anything, but if a 10-year-old kid that's drinking, that's wrong.
I'm talking about right, not the no.
But
Yeah, it's not his right to be drinking because he's not of age. There's no age you have to be to get, like, to be married to someone besides 18. There's no age of, like, certain things. You should be able to be happy with the person that you love.
So why does the government just tell us who we're allowed to do it and who we're not allowed to do it when it has exactly. So we want to marry them and date them. Why can they stop us? No, but like obviously like say you fell with some girl and they're saying you can't marry her and you can't like commit yourself to her. You know, that's like the whole thing about where we live right now. Marrying someone, that's what you guys desire to do. You go to school, you get a job, you find someone you love and you get married.
Not really, there's a lot of couples that don't get married for a lot of legal reasons.
Kevin, if you're girls want to get married, that do want to commit themselves,
You support yourself without getting married to it.
People that do want to get married.
If your pursuit of happiness is to get married, then the government has no right whatsoever to stop you from doing that.
I just have a question. But do you think that if the United States wasn't as multi-racial and integrated, do you think that gay marriage would have been passed? Because when they did Prop 8, like 80% of the black votes voted yes for Prop 8. Like 70% of Hispanic votes voted for yes on Prop 8. The majority of the white vote, it was like 50-50. So I'm saying, do you think that if there was not as many races, that because most of the like blacks, Hispanics, Asians, I think they're against gay marriage. But let's say United States was all Caucasian. Do you think that gay marriage would be? That's what I'm saying. Do you think it would be? Because I'm saying.
I don't find that completely true though, because I am half black.
I know.
And there are 4 people on my dad's side that are gay that have boyfriends and girlfriends.
But that's 4 people out of millions of
None of the
blacks.
people on the side of my family or their friends have anything wrong with them.
Because that's
They
because
don't
they
think
know.
it's wrong.
Well, I'm just saying, it's the 80% of blacks in California voted yes on Prop 8.
I think that's because they Hispanic people, because most Hispanic people are Catholic.
That's why. It's Catholic.
But they also said that people that were yes on Prop 8, they were happy that the blacks voted yes. That's what pushed them over to yes on Prop 8 because of the black vote. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying if the blacks didn't have that right to vote, or the Hispanics didn't have the right to vote, then I think Prop 8 would have been passed. But I think maybe that's what I meant. Yeah, yes on Prop 8. Thanks.
All right, so that concludes the debate portion of this. We're gonna